Hello and welcome to this very special episode of Newsmakers, the show where we bring to you inspirational stories of successful people from different walks of life. Because at Newsmakers, we aspire to inspire you. My dear audience, I'm your host Simran, and I'm really delighted to bring to you two very passionate co-founders of a very famous brand called the Offmint. They are not just the co-founders, they are the dream weavers, risk takers, and also the architect of their very, very big vision. Please allow me to welcome Ms.Rani Ahluwalia and Mr. Ashutosh Roy on the sets of Newsmakers.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Mr. Ashutosh, and hi,
Hi.
Mrs. Rani. It is such a great honor to have you here on our set.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. So, now this is a great journey, my dear audience, and it's a special episode. So, I would like to start this episode with Mr. Ashutosh. And to tell you all, Mr. Ashutosh has been on the Shark Tank.
Yes.
He was a contestant on the second season, and he's worked with a very famous brand before also. But now he's here working for another very good brand, has a great vision. But I would like to know your journey from how you started till here.
So my journey has been quite long. Since my college days, I was working and like the entrepreneurial journey was there only. So in the first year of my college, I started like making websites for my seniors and all this kind of stuff. So I was getting some money, like I was getting money from my home as well. I was getting money from that. So I think, oh, that's a good thing. Like that's a good thing. I'm getting money. So that spark of entrepreneurship came from there. Like I started a company in my college named Tekoran, which goes on when I was in college. Then after I joined many companies, I am in many brands. And then I got an opportunity in my last brand to be on the Shark Tank India season 2. So Shark Tank India was a very good platform where we got a lot of recognition and a great response from all over India regarding like the brand and all these kind of stuffs.
Wonderful. So being on Shark Tank actually it's a big thing, that you were there on this journey.
Yeah.
Now Offmint. Now how come you've reached to this Offmint? What made you to reach to this level?
So actually, in the Shark Tank, I got many suggestions from the sharks, especially Aman Gupta and Amit Jain from Kardeko. They suggested me to do something big, start something new. So at that time, I was also looking for some opportunity when I met Rani and we started this thing because Rani had a great vision for like the brand and the sustainability and all these kind of stuff. So we were at a same page where we wanted to start something which is good for the society, good for the fashion, and obviously then we come up on a same page and we started this brand Offmint.
Super. So now I would like to come to you, Mrs. Rani. Although we always say that ladies come first, but then I was so inquisitive to talk to a Shark Tank contestant. Now I would like to know your journey, ma'am. You are a business tycoon in London. From years you've been working. How come you chose Ashutosh? Please tell us your story.
Well, I think tycoon is probably the wrong word. Tycoon is probably my husband who's created the group called Dominus Group. And it's now a family-owned business. I've always been inspired with designs and bringing something which is out of the box. And I'm always impressed by the colors. So I design Hilton and Marriott hotels. And yesterday only, we were told by Forbes magazine that the hotel we created about a year ago is gone into the 100 best hotels of the world, lost property, the 6th best hotel in UK, which was designed by me and my team collectively. So coming back to Ashutosh, yes, I saw the episode Shark Tank, and I was actually emotionally touched that somebody who's doing everything for the business was not getting his dues. And also, I found him somebody who I can work with. The chemistry was right. And that's why I made the journey last year in April. And I had numerous meetings with him because I design everything. So for me, the concept of design, whether it's a hotel or an interior or apartment or clothes, basically the story is the same. Comfort and colors and getting the people attracted to you. So that was my reason to tie up with Ashutosh when I came in April.
Such a superb thing to know, my dear audience. Do you see that we have got such a person who is so humble? She doesn't want to call her tycoon, but then you see the kind of work that she's already gone accolades for. Now here's Ashutosh. Now that you were here, I'm sure there must be a story behind getting your Offmint. That's a fashion brand, and I'm sure it's going to do wonders. Please tell her, how did you conceptualized Offmint?
So, Offmint is all about fashion with sustainability. We always say like we are creating something which is guilt-free. How guilt-free? Nowadays, what happened? We always talk about water pollution, air pollution. Even in Delhi, we talk about air pollution. We suffer from it a lot. But we never talk about fashion pollution. Nowadays, we actually don't want to repeat clothes, or like maximum 5 to 10 times we wear a cloth and then we throw it. It goes as a pollution. Like we are creating a huge amount of pollution. So our main goal was to how we can compensate the society with these kind of pollution. Obviously, a brand can never be 100% sustainable brand. If you're in fashion, you have to use colors and all these kind of stuffs we have to use for making a brand. But how we can add something to the society, how we can do something for the pollution. So what we did, we come up with a unique idea where we are like distributing seeds. A seed, we have developed a pen, so which is having seed, and that is a biodegradable pen made up of paper. So for every order we get, we are sending it to our customers. What you have to do, you have to just sprinkle those seeds in a pot or anywhere in the ground, anywhere. It will grow as a tree. So you will not feel guilty because you are planting a tree for wearing a cloth.
Correct.
So in that way, we can like constitute a little for the environment, which we are obviously harnessing a lot. So the main idea behind the Offmint was this only, like to create a sustainable brand. The fabrics which we are using right now also, like some of the fabric are highly like sustainable, like banana fabric and all these kind of stuffs we are using in our brand. Apart from this, Rani vision was to invest in India. So we like collaborated together, and the investment was around 10 million US dollar at that time when we discussed this thing. The first thing which Rani came to me like from London to meet me, and when we discussed, the first thing was, Ashutosh, we will first like talk about equity, we will sign a document, we will do everything, then we will talk about these things. So I find her very humble. She came all the way from London to meet me in India. We discussed all these things around April and May, and then we started keep working on this thing. Right now we launched, we are getting huge response from our customers. We are having 500 plus SKU live on our website. In the 15 day of sales, we got around 15 lakh. So a per lakh sales per day we are getting right now. So the response is humongous. But Offmint is not only about like fashion, it is also about the society, because Rani is always keen about doing something for society. She's from India, but she's far like since last 40 years. So she wanted to do something for India. So that's why she also come up to this thing that whatever the profit I'm going to make, a huge amount of that profit is going for the society, for the underprivileged and all these kind of stuff. So what happened at the end of the like our discussion, that we come up with creating Offmint, and we launched like last month only this brand.
Well, such a great thing to know and to see. Like I told you that she's a very humble person. Now, I would like to come back to you, Rani ma'am. The very important question is that you've been in London for years, like 40 years, you said. Now, why you chose India? And if you're here in India, I'm sure there must be a story behind it. And but on top of it, why Ashutosh?
Well, obviously, I was born in India and I was raised in India till 18, till I moved to UK and then London for 40 years. I feel you should never forget your hometown, and whatever you can. Luckily, I'm very connected with London, most of the charities. I put tremendous effort in homeless in London, and I work very closely with them. And I do think that they are still in a better position because there are a lot of people, not that in India they don't. So it was my job as for my person to come back and give something back to the country where I was born. It might be a little drop in the ocean, but I think every drop makes a difference. And that was my reason to actually start up in India, so that the profit, the huge amount of profit, 100% will be going back to the welfare of the little kids. And I'm very, very touched with like underage children working in a very bad environment in some cases. And we have to make sure that we can help them wherever we can.
Absolutely, absolutely. But then I understand the kind of soft corner that you have for India, and of course, but then why, how come I'm coming back to this question once again, why this Ashutosh? Like, do you see some kind of a connect? Because see, what I see as a collaboration, you are quite a mature person. You've really done a good amount of work. He is a young entrepreneur. He's just in his 20s. So this kind of a collaboration where I see that you can mentor him well. What was that you found good in him that you saw that, okay, fine, Offmint can do wonderful?
I will only answer that in one word, and that is trust. And that summons everything. Because I feel if you can trust somebody in the first or second meeting, you have your inner intuition. And I do trust him fully. And I do feel that, he's also working. Obviously, everybody has to pay their bills and everybody has to make money. They have to run the house. We did it when we were young. And fortunately, I run a very successful design company, Key Interiors. So I feel everybody should get it. And not that I've given him a chance. I think he's given me a chance to work with him. So for me, it's just something which I really wanted to do. And we both have the right chemistry. He doesn't object when I tell that most of the, quite a few part of the earnings will go. He's actually helps me, like when we did the seed thing, even though it came from me. But he was very happy to embrace whatever the causes are. So deep down, if you're on the same page, then only you can connect and work together.
I truly agree. This is such a great thing. My dear audience, once again, I'm coming back and tell you the truth is that she's so humble that she found that, that level of trust. And this is what we all need to maintain. Newsmakers is all about that. Here we tell people to actually get inspired. And that the key thing that we noticed here is the kind of trust that you have to have when you're collaborating with somebody who is as young as Ashutosh. So you've been doing so much. How has life been with you all through now, getting to know ma'am, getting to know other people? So just about you and your life.
So,
Struggles, rather.
so actually, I belong to a very small place in Bihar named Samastipur. So I belong from there. And my father, was a contractor in Indian Railways. And I started my entrepreneurship career, as I told you, in my college only. From that, there was no stoppings. Like, I got many opportunity to work. So at the end of the day, there was something in my mind also that I have to create a global brand. And when I met Rani, so the main purpose of this collaboration was to create a global brand, because we are bringing Offmint in Canada and US and London. So Rani owns some malls in London as well. So we are also opening stores in London. Okay. So Offmint is not only about online, it is also about the offline marketplace. And for my journey, Shark Tank was one of the milestone in my journey. And personal struggle was like I lost my father when the same night when the episode came. So he was not able to watch my Shark Tank episode because the same day I lost him in a train accident. So at that time I was like not in my mind. So Rani also, like, everyone watched that episode, and I got more than 500 calls and messages for the opportunity. Ashutosh, let's join, build a brand. So I think everyone connected with me when they saw me on TV. So I had an option to choose one. So I met Rani personally. I met many other people also, but Rani was as passionate as I am for a brand. She also belongs from a designing background where she's like doing for the reputed hotels in London, and that designing instinct she have was the main thing which I find. And obviously she's like humble, like she's the most humble person I met in my lifetime right now. So this was the only thing which made us collaborate each other and create this beautiful brand Offmint.
Superb. So audience, you also have to see that a very young boy who's just in his 20 and he's a very young entrepreneur. The day he lost his father, he was representing his own work. The kind of heart that he carries, I'm sure is going to make very big. And all my good wishes from our team, that we wish you all the luck, that both of you as a team make such good work in the days to come. Now, I would also like to know the technology. We are in such an era. Technology is at the peak. So how does it help Offmint to grow?
So I belong from a technology background. I am BTech from computer science from a reputed college in India. So technology actually plays a main role when you are like creating a brand, a D2C brand, where we have to create like online marketplaces for our customers. So in Offmint, we have right now operating from our website, but soon we are going to come on the like reputed marketplaces also in India. But like the one thing which was in my mind to make the customer feel very comfortable when they are shopping from our website. So we have integrated many technological AI tools in our website right now, which can helpful for us also as well as the customer journey as well. So like the technology we are using are like we are the main issue which arises in a D2C brand is a RTO, like return orders, because in India there is a provision of COD. You will not find it anywhere in the world, like the provision of COD, cash on delivery.
Correct.
So we enjoy doing cash on delivery, but from the business point of view, when you see cash on delivery is a very loss for a company, like for a startup, because a company has to pay both forward and reverse shipping. We enjoy doing like ordering from multiple places and picking one and rejecting all. But end of the day, it hampers the businesses. So our main goal was to reduce that very particular thing, RTO. So for that, we use some like AI tools for like reducing our RTOs. And then obviously we are using many advanced tools in our website to make the customer journey very easy. So yeah, we are integrating lots of technology in Offmint so that like your shopping can be very easy.
That's great, and that's what we see, that technology has made life easier. That people think that AI could be a threat, but I think AI has like really played a pivotal role here. So coming back to you, ma'am. Now I've just heard from Ashutosh saying that you are in the expansion mode. So where are you all going to take? Which all places that you're thinking?
Well, we are definitely starting with India. That is our first step because I think actually those can elaborate on that. We try to give jobs to people from nearby villages and we get the women in. We have some nice footage which we are putting on the website where women are actually very happy to work with us, and so that gives them a leverage to come out of the house and work, and I'm sure most of the people are doing it anyway. So, and secondly, elaborating it to Canada and taking it back home to London and UAE, because we try to create a line where we want to do modest clothing for UAE, where people should have, if they a choice to select what they want online. So yeah, that's the plan. But first and foremost, it's India.
Yeah. So India is where your heart belongs, and that you've been really insisting upon. But my dear friends, you can see this brand. This is a global brand. It's not just in India. There are a lot of other places that you'll find Offmint, and I'm sure you're going to get such a great product. And that's very important that most of the women, is it like you're only catering to women, getting them to work? Those underprivileged ones?
I'll take this question. So we also had this in mind when me and Rani discussed about creating Offmint, that we are going to employ at least 70% of women workforce, which we have right now. So in our manufacturing unit also, we are having more than 50 women working for our like manufacturing. In our office also, 70% of workforce is women's only. So that support was also...
Actually, except Ashutosh, they all are women.
I think that's kind of women empowerment that we're looking for, and having you on board as one of the co-founders, we're so happy that you have women workers. What all that you see in your company, besides women worker, you're also working for kids, that you're taking care of them. What is other agenda that you as...
So I think for spring we are launching a new line for kids, a very comfort clothing for children, and Ashutosh takes charge of mostly of the men collection, and then we are doing a spring collection for ladies and some beachwear. So those are in the pipeline. I think kids should be launched in next 2 to 3 weeks anyway. Yeah. So
Yes.
That's so very wonderful, and we really see Offmint going places. Now that I would like to come here once again to you, Ashutosh, which is social media. You're a youngster, and most of us are mostly on the media now. How does that play? Because it's via website that we're ordering and stuff.
Yeah.
So how has that helped you to...
See, social media, like a D2C brand is like directly dependent on social media for sales. If we say, because what happens, we are like actually dependent on performance marketing for creating sales in the brand, which are starting right now, because we are not offline till yet. But for that, we have to rely on social media, because you see many ads coming onto your social media, while Instagram or Facebook, while you're scrolling, and then you click and then you buy from there. So we are also obviously doing sales through the performance marketing right now, which is like running ads on Facebook, Google, Instagram. So when you sell on social media, that is a forced selling, because you are doing something, you're lying in your bed, and we are showing you ads time to time and obviously repeatedly, and we are forcing you to come to our website and buy it. And the another thing is intent buying, which we are going to do when you open a marketplace like Myntra and Flipkart. You have something in your mind that I have to buy this, I will do that. So we are covering both the stuff. We are doing performance marketing as well for social media, and we are also placing our product on the marketplaces so that the intent buyer can also buy from there, and the buyer obviously, which we can lucrate from our ads, they will come through the social media to our website.
Plays a great part. I mean,
Yeah, obviously.
anyway, coming back to you via social media, because when you go to Insta, there are a lot of brands that keep coming and they just instigate you to buy. That's what.
So social media plays a very important role in all these kind of marketing stuff, because see, all the brand, what happened in like past, like 10-20 years back, brand used to do hoardings like and posters and all these kind of stuff. But what happened now, the eyeballs are on phones.
Correct.
Like that much eyeballs can't get a hoarding which a phone can get, a mobile phone, because I guess everyone uses more than 2 to 3 hours in their phone. So
Exactly.
that is a very easy way to target the market, target the audience, and sell your products.
Wonderful. So, audience, now you know how social media, and especially those young entrepreneurs. Now, the experienced person is coming to you saying that it plays a boon. So, you have to see if you are in the journey of making your brand or trying to do something new. Social media plays a great part. Do that and also learn from a young entrepreneur. Now, ma'am, I see you as a person who's like very charming. This is one of the personality because you're like really humble from inside. But what do you have, other than that, what other visions that you carry? Like not just for Offmint, for other visions that you may be having in your mind? Because I think there could be another entrepreneur, other young entrepreneur who may be looking up to a person like you. They may say that you may have a journey for them. Do you have something of other vision also?
Well, I think I would tell every youngsters because I've learned this from my husband, Sukhpal Singh, and he had come from nowhere, started a company, Euro Car Parts, and then went into stock exchange, selling it, and now he's in property and hotel. That follow your dreams, whatever happens. And I think the vision is that I run a very influential design company there. We design hotels, apartments and all. And I think if anybody has got a vision, they should be able to exploit that vision, because you never know what is at the end. I never knew that I'd be working in India, say 4 years ago. But my vision was to do something. So basically, follow your dreams.
Oh, wow. See, such a beautiful way of saying that you have to follow your dreams. You're here with us, and we're also honored to have a person like you. Now, Ashutosh, that you are sitting next to somebody who's like so grand, I wonder that, wow, what a kind of greatness that she carries. Now, you coming from a, place like Bihar, like a simple background. Now, how does you just tell us that this kind of a, this kind of a background which you have from your house, and then you're amalgamating with a person from London. Has this given you a kind of challenge?
I personally think that I came myself. I'm very well connected with my own family. I tried my best for them to come and be part of this journey, but they say, no, it's your journey, you do it. I don't think so that the background has got anything to do with you. I'm sure what your question is absolutely right to ask that. But I think it's also depends on the two people who are trying to work together. If you try to push your weight to people, eventually, I don't think so you'll see the success. Because if you need to show who you are, then might as well just go home. So, give the people space. And I think Ashutosh has got more to offer with his own experience in life, with his younger age. And probably I can learn from him how to learn how a young mind thinks. And that might help me to be a little bit more youngish than that.
Wow, it's actually a very rare combination, and he's too young, and then you are in your in the early age where this kind of a new thing, new technology, and I'm sure he must also be mentoring you in a lot of other ways of how to be, using the technology. And so, Ashutosh, like we know, Offmint is a very famous fashion brand. So, I would like to know the product line that you have, and also what is your unique selling point? Why is it so different from others?
So right now we are having more than 500 SKUs, which comprises of categories like men's jacket, hoodies, sweatshirt, t-shirts, clubwear shirts. In women's also we have the same. Apart from like cord sets, we are also creating dresses for women's. So many of the production are in pipeline right now, and more than 500 products are live on our website as well. So we are trying to create a overall family store with Offmint, where you can find like for adults, like men's, women's, as well as kids. We are also coming up with accessories next few months, like bags and jewelry. So we want to create a overall fashion store where you come and you will get everything for your family and you. Yeah.
Wow, under one roof that you get everything.
Yeah, and the second part which you asked, like how we are differentiating. So the quality of the product that which we are making are very high end, and the prices that we are kept is very nominal. Like we wanted to create an affordable brand which looks premium, but obviously very low on pocket, not very high on pocket. So that's why we researched a lot, and obviously my past experience helped me a lot to create this brand, and that's why we, in like span of 6 months, we created so many products, so many SKUs at a very affordable rate. And obviously in the starting, as I mentioned you, like we are using fabrics like banana fabrics. So obviously sustainability comes on a price, but we are not trying to like make our product very pricey. We have kept our prices very nominal, like starting from 500-600 we are selling on our website, and it is getting delivered to your doorsteps.
Wow. So that's such a great news. So my dear audience, now that you know the kind of product range that they have, the quality, of course, they aren't compromising on that. And most of it is the price, which you just told that's the unique point that your brand has.
Yes.
We really wish that Offmint grows and grows, and we see everything under one roof super soon, that you're coming with a lot of other things like the kids range, which ma'am just told, and also the jewelry part that attracts me much, and I'm really crossing fingers and looking forward for that. So now I would like to ask you the very last question of our show today, and which is what, as a collaborator, both of you are the co-founders, what is your advice to all the young entrepreneurs who are watching you right now?
For me, I would tell them, put a little bit more time and think out of the box. Create something which is not there, and you won't have a problem selling it.
Superb.
And my advice will be to follow your dreams and do whatever you enjoy. I enjoy doing marketing. I enjoy doing making brands like in fashion. So I really enjoy, and find a good partner which can collaborate with your dreams. So that's my advice.
Thank you so very much to
Thank you
both
so
of you. And before I go on and end it here, I would like to just ask you very lastly that where can we find your product? A very quick note, although you are soon going to be under one roof, but where is it that we can find and yes, start ordering?
So right now we are available on our website www.offmint.com in India, and we are going to come soon in stores as well in like tier 1 and tier 2 cities in India by next year.
Okay.
And also by next month we will be on the marketplaces.
Wow, such a great interview. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much for having us.
It was absolutely, for me personally, very, very good interview. Thank you for being here on our platform and bestowing us with your great knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And my lovely dear audience, I'm so overwhelmed to be sitting next to such amazing co-founders. I'm sure this interview is going to change your life. It already changed mine because I'm thinking to start shopping. Are you not? Start shopping by now. Offmint, you know the website. Till then, I would like to promise you that I'm going to be coming soon with another newsmaker. Stay hooked, stay blessed.